Okay, I'm here. Monica's here. And we are playing some more of the Doki Doki This Bond We Share demo, which, if you don't know, has sadly been discontinued. This mod is left in the state that it is. It, as far as I know, is not going to be completed. I actually have not uploaded part 1 yet, so I haven't really looked into whether or not another team picked up this mod, or if this mod is just forever going to be discontinued. But I really liked what I saw when I played this mod last time, so we're going to pick up where we left off. I don't remember everything that happened, so if I sound a little lost, just keep in mind that it's been since February 24th since I played this, which is almost 2 weeks ago. So yeah, sorry if I sound lost on that front. Also, I fixed my audio settings because part 1 sounded the game volume sounded a lot stronger than my commentary. So I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I've got that straightened out this time. Let me know if you guys still think I need to adjust it. Anyway, curled up on the floor, covering my stomach. I need to move, but it hurts so much. Oh. I think I might be sick. Right. Before we ended last time, Yuri was reading that book she got from her dad or something. I also really love the sound design in this mod. It's really good. Get up. I can't. Are we having like a flashback or something? Is this a dream? Yes, you can. Now get up. I force my aching body to slowly inch its way up. Faster! He dropped to the floor again, sending Dad's kick into the wooden door behind me. Jesus, what is going on right now? Slowly rising, I raise my hands in a defensive position in front of my face. A stream of blood pours into my eye from a cut above my forehead. Good of my eye stings and burns, but I try to ignore it. I was trying desperately not to cry in front of him. Slow. Come on then, make your move! I want to fight him, but he'll hurt me if I don't. You attack soon. 3, 2, 1. Now! Dash forward. Oh, God, what is happening right now, dude? And Monica, why are your eyes lighting up? Something you want to say? I dash forward, ducking and dodging, preparing my... Ugh. Everything's going dark. I need a cold one. No! Blackout, I can't see Mom. Just think. Okay, my stomach hurts, I'm bleeding, and it's that... Oh! Broken bone. Something wet dripped down my face. Tears or blood? Yeah, probably both. What the fuck is happening, dude? You crying over that? The fuck is your problem? What the fuck is happening right now? Dude, I am so lost. I don't know where things left off with MC last time we were with him, but I don't remember things being like this. This has got to be like a flashback or something, dude. Men don't cry. Struggled to speak between various hacks and coughs. Not a man. 6 years old is a man in my books. Act like one. Really? You're doing this to him when he's 6? What in the absolute fuck, dude? This is messed up. This is messed up, man. Honestly, crying over some spilt blood. This world will chew you up and spit you out, boy! I hate you. Why don't you do something about it? Raise myself up unsteadily, painfully wiping the blood off my face. Please see Mom. 2 hours, then she can patch you up. Please don't hurt me. Try and stop me. He's 6! What do you want him to do? My God. Father. Slowly raise myself from my bed, sitting there for a minute. Just go to school, act normal, and go home. Simple, right? Tiredly stand up, preparing to get dressed and fed for the day. Oh, my bag, uniform fits. What's missing? Okay. It's all coming back to me, yeah. He, just settled into his dorm, he just moved out, so, yeah. Or whatever. Something like that. So, yeah, that was a really vivid dream, man. Jesus. Lunch. Sliding lunch into my bag, I noticed a set of papers on the bench. Right. The clubs. Right, I think he's supposed to join a club of some kind. Or they'll kick him out or something, and he's got a week to decide. Yeah, like I said, it's all coming back to me. I just needed to see it to remember where we were. I have kind of a visual memory with this sort of stuff. Through the list as I make my way outside. Something to do during the walk, I guess. None of these clubs look very enticing. Boxing, wrestling, kendo, combat sports. Guarantee you the members are just there to show off. It would not surprise me. And there's the more nuanced clubs. Anime, chess, dance. If I were me in this situation, I would join the chess club. Because I'm a chess nerd. And I'm probably one of the few people you're going to hear this from, but I just want to say this. They totally nerfed Monica way too hard in After Story on chess. It's so stupid, dude. Because I'm actually, decently competent at chess, and I enjoyed, having Monica as a tough opponent. She gets... it's not like I'm saying she can't beat me. She still can. Especially in the randomized mode, she's been very clever about that lately. See, look, her eyes just lit up. But, yeah. I was actually really upset they made chess a lot easier. I guess not a lot of people actually play chess nowadays, which I don't blame you for. You kind of have to find somebody to play chess, and playing against chess AIs gets kind of boring, but I'm just upset they nerfed Monica as hard as they did. No thanks. Next, the unofficial clubs. Really now? Swimming, literature, and war games. What the hell is war games, dude? Is that like another board game club or something? Honestly, what sort of people make clubs like these? Ben, wait up! Sayori? You are way too fast! You shouldn't make a girl run, you know! I wasn't aware you'd be accompanying me. Of course I would. You're my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the best expression in all of DDLC. Monica, I don't care if you're here watching this with me right now. That is the best expression in your entire game. She stops talking as she notices the paper in my hands. What's that? This face never gets old, dude, I swear. Well, her attention span hasn't grown. I don't know what you expected, man. The look on her face almost makes me smile. I'm having a ball, dude. That face gets me every time. Even almost a year later, it still gets me. Turn around, continuing my walk as Sayori strides alongside me. It's a list of all the clubs in the school. Apparently I need to join one for some reason.
Well, why don't you join my club?
Your club?
Yeah! I'm the vice president of the literature club!
It's like, you've got to be kidding me.
I called it!
Wow. Love this guy's attitude, man. I'll pass.
You sure?
Yes. Sitting in a classroom reading all day isn't exactly my cup of tea.
But you used to love reading.
Keyword being used to. You used to hate it, but look where you are. Look where we are now. Head of Sayori trying to end the conversation.
It's not just reading. Also write poems and eat cupcakes. Plus, everyone is super nice. You'll love them.
I don't love many things, Sayori.
Come on, Ben. Just give it a chance. Please.
I stop walking to look at Sayori. She has a pleading look on her face. It's a look she's used countless times over the years. I can tell this is a big deal for her. Plus, she's not wrong. I do enjoy reading when I get the chance. And there's all of those club members I'll be meeting. No.
But...
Sayori, I understand that this is a big deal to you, but I have other plans.
Wait, you're already joining another club?
Not if I can help it. There's no chance in hell I am telling Sayori that.
Well, in that case, can you promise me something?
What is it, Sayori? I think he's planning to surprise her, but I could be wrong.
Can we walk home after school together, and to school if I'm on time?
What for?
So that I know we're still friends. I might just be imagining things, but I feel like we've grown apart already. It's only been one day.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is a big deal for her. She wants to see if things can still work between the two of you, like they did back then. That's why Sayori was trying so desperately to catch up with me. Yup. That's why she wants me to join her club so badly. Indeed. She was worried we'd stop being friends. Precisely. Like an idiot, and I go and almost make that a reality. I was just assumed isolating myself from Sayori would make her happier. Well, it would seem you've achieved the opposite effect. I really am a terrible person.
Yes, of course you are.
Sure thing, Sayori. Just as soon as I join a club. Maybe your friend, but I'm not waiting 2 hours after school just to walk home with you.
Thank you, Ben. Speaking of friends...
Sayori runs off as we near the school gates, making a beeline for a small group of students. She must want to introduce him to at least some of the club members.
Come meet mine!
Great, more people. I walk through the school gates looking for Sayori. Yeah, she probably ran off ahead to try and drag them over to you. The absolute last thing I want to do is talk with her new friends. But they'd probably think I was rude if I just ignored them.
Ben, over here!
Ah, okay. Sarah waves me over to her group.
Everyone, I want you to meet Ben. Ben, these are my friends.
What are their names?
Nicole. Amy.
Oh, hey you. And Taylor. Three of them mutter their greetings, none of them really knowing what to say. Huh, interesting. I don't think any of them knew I would be here today. Yeah. Eventually, one of them works up the courage to speak. What's on your mind, Nicole?
So, you're Ben? We've heard so much about you.
Is that right? That's Nicole, if I'm not mistaken. She definitely seems to be the most confident of the group. We'll see about that. So you're saying Sayori's been telling stories about me? Nothing bad. How do I know that? Huh? Yeah, trust me, dude. She would not stop gushing about you since we met her. Is that right? Taylor, stop it! I get the distinct impression that Taylor doesn't want me here. Yeah, maybe. Wonder if that has anything to do with him being the only other guy in this group full of girls. Amy just seems to stand there, silently. Yeah. So, is this the literature club?
Oh, no. I don't really see them before school.
Sayori's gaze starts wandering around the courtyard.
Actually, I don't know where they go before.
Sayori? Don't worry, she does that sometimes. Trust me, I know. It's amusing. Sayori! Amy has cookies! Where? Ah, screw you, Taylor! The whole group starts laughing, apart from Sayori, who is still searching for cookies. I didn't exactly like Taylor lecturing me about my oldest friend as if I'd never met her. But seeing that interaction made me realize something. Sayori's changed. I might as well have never met her. I'm not the person who knows her best anymore. These people do. Sayori doesn't need me anymore. I silently walk away from the group, hearing their laughs fade into the background.
Ben, where are you going?
I need to go get my timetable from the headmaster.
Headmaster? That's not really his job.
It was his request.
Okay. Will I still see you later?
I'll let you know. Bye, Sayori. Whew. That is not an easy decision to make, my man. Walking out on your friend like that. What do you mean he's gone? I apologize, Ben, but I did mention in the letter that he was on leave. I understand that. The only reason I'm here is because your psychology expert said he could fix me. Then I hear that he's gone for the next 6 months? You couldn't just hold him for another week or two? Do you really think he could diagnose you so quickly? The short, portly man in front of me. A drop of sweat is trickling down his forehead as his eyes dart around the room. I don't like pressuring him like this. He seems like a nice guy, but I need answers. Look, Ben, it's out of my hands. We are required by law to give him the time off. All I can offer you is free accommodation for those next 6 months. He still wants me to stay here after all this. Wow. It's a start, I guess. Pick up my timetable from the desk, quickly stuffing it in my pocket as I walk towards the door. One more thing, Ben. You won't be telling your father about this, will you? Probably the one thing he doesn't need to worry about. Still, no reason he has to know that. If my old man needs to hear about it, then he will. If he did, do you think he would take action? Turn my head in order to look this man in the eye. Quickly, his eyes dart away from my gaze. Ooh. So we... a very intimidating man we are. Everything you know about my father, do you really think he won't? Hanging his head, he responds quietly. You're right. Stupid question. His hands are shaking. He may be scared of me, but he's terrified of my father. Or at the very least, what my father can do to him at his little school. I don't really know what your father's capable of, but if he's got some influence, then yeah. Look, as long as nothing goes wrong, then I won't mention it to him, right? Shoots up, a bright smile rapidly forming on his face. I think he just wants you to get out of there, man. Thank you! Oh, thank you, thank you! Everything will be perfect! See that it is. Yes, yes, of course. Oh, boy. This is going to be a long 6 months. Was the mod originally supposed to go through the whole, like, 6-month journey? Because if so, that's very ambitious. I don't know how much of it planned to cover in terms of actual gameplay, but yeah, that's a long time. And now we've switched to Yuri's perspective. If you skipped part 1, the blue text bubbles are Yuri's perspective. This mod shifts perspectives between the two of them at intervals like this, so we get to see both sides. Despite how early I woke up, I'm still later than everyone else. It's probably due to how exhausted I am, though. I feel like I haven't slept properly in weeks. Join the club, Yuri. Join the club. I probably haven't. As soon as I speak, groups of students turn to stare at me. I can feel hundreds of eyes boring into my being. Quickly lowering my head, I walk off as inconspicuously as I can. Walking into the next courtyard, I find my quiet corner of the school. Also, I recognize this background from Weathered World. I wonder how many mods use this background. Looking around, it appears to be completely empty. Thank goodness. Drawing Dad's book out, I place my bag under the bench and begin reading. Over here! Sayori? I allow my gaze to travel around the courtyard. There's still no one here. I could have sworn. Stand up, placing Dad's book on the nearby bench. Turning the corner, look at the mass of students again. It took me a minute, but I managed to spot Sayori. She seems to be talking with her usual group of friends. Suddenly she stops talking, staring in my direction. Did she spot me? What if she brings her friends over here? I'm prepared for that many people. Suddenly, Ray dashes to one of her friends, shouting something incoherent, causing the group of friends to start laughing. That's the exchange we just saw a moment ago. Except for one of them. One of the boys just stands there, not even smiling. Okay, so that must be what we look like in this mod. So Monica, if you want to get a look, there you go. Apparently she likes him. As you were beaming when he came on screen. Wait, I think I recognize him. He seems familiar, at least. I suddenly realized that I've been staring at all of them. Quickly moving back to the bench, I retrieved Dad's old book. I really shouldn't be leaving it alone like this. No, you promised you would take good care of that book, Yuri, so I wouldn't just carelessly leave it like that.
if it ever got damaged or stolen. It's safe. There's no need to worry.
With what I've seen with what you go through at school, bringing it to school might not have been the best idea. Just gonna throw that out there, Yuri.
I sit down, allowing myself to be drawn back into the book's world once more. I turn the page to begin a new chapter, just as something odd hits me. Why is it so quiet? I slowly stand up, searching the courtyard. There's still no one here. No one here, so what? Oh no. I'm late again. I grab my bag and book, running into the school building. Exhaustedly running through the halls, I find the corridor that leads to my classroom. To a sudden stop outside the door, adjusting my hair and uniform. Having to force every muscle in my body to do it, I open the door. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Ah, Yuri, good of you to finally join us. Take a seat. Just continuing our work from yesterday.
Right.
Once again, feel everyone's eyes boring into me, judging me. This time there's a reason for it. I clutch my father's book to my chest, drawing comfort from its familiar grip. I apprehensively move toward my usual seat.
Except someone else is sitting there. A boy with multiple books out on his desk, staring back at me.
Yep, this guy. So, this must be where these two finally meet. For real. Because they had an interaction on that path the other day, but they didn't really, see each other that well. So, here we go. Let's see where this goes. And apparently Monica is amused by this.
He gives me a questioning look. I swear, he looks familiar. I suddenly turn away. I really need to stop staring so much. I find a new seat by myself at the front of the room. I can feel the boy's gaze following me. Probably wondering what's wrong with me. I can't say that I blame him. Still, this feels weird. I shake my head to remove these thoughts from my mind. Reaching into my bag, I try feeling for my notebook. Right here. A knife?
Oh no.
I thought I hid them all.
And the screen's going dark. If you watched the first episode, I think you know what this means. Brace yourselves, folks!
Still forgot it was in my bag. Still, it's a good idea to have one. Just in case.
No, it is not. Yuri? You still with us?
Yes, sorry.
Leave
the knife for now. Everyone
would notice anyway. Yeah, you're in the middle of the fucking room. In the front row, no less. Don't even think about bringing that thing out. Don't give anybody any idea, any reason to look in that bag. Because you are going to get chewed the fuck out if they find out you have that.
Placing the blade in a separate pocket of my bag, I pull out my notebook and pencils.
Probably for the best, so nobody finds out about it. Well, we must be switching back to our main boy here. Yep, I think we jumped ahead a little bit, because we're not in the room anymore. I look over my timetable again. This school has an odd class system that I'm unfamiliar with. 5 subjects a day, 1-hour classes. Each class is in a different room, taught by a different teacher to a different set of students. It's weird. Maybe in the part of the world you're from that's weird, but that's perfectly normal to me. I don't know how other school systems work, so if it's different where this mod is set, then somebody can tell me. Then somebody can tell me in the comments or something. At least it should be more interesting than having the same students in every class. Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, the number on the door matches the one on my timetable. English. I wonder who we'll find in there. So I open the door. Roughly 5 students and a teacher turn to look at me. I know I'm early, but I expected at least a few more people to be here. You must be Ben. I have been called that. That gets a few giggles from the boys in the back, but the teacher just smiles. Like I said, this guy's got a sense of humor. I like this guy's attitude. So you'll fit in just fine. Pick a seat. She gestures to the many empty desks throughout the classroom. The boys set aside a chair for me to sit among them, but I ignore it. Yeah, it looks like they wanted you to join their crew or something. They think you'd fit right in with them. Instead, I choose a seat by the wall. Most, only one other person can sit next to me. One more than I would like. We'll be continuing work from previous classes today. Do you have your catch-up work? The school was kind enough to provide me with all the information I missed over the last 6 months. Yeah, it's gotta be a lot of work to get caught up on, huh? More giant stacks of paper. Indeed, I'm essentially caught up. At this point, the majority of students start walking into the room. Most find their seats fairly easily, shouting and laughing with their friends. A few look to the seat next to me, but turn away as soon as I look at them. No one wants to sit with the new guy. Fine by me. As the teacher starts handing worksheets out to the class, I open up my notepad. I begin writing, pretending to work. Since there's no one next to me, there's no one to rat me out. Perfect. The teacher begins droning on and on, but I'm getting absorbed in my writing, spacing out entirely. Whatever the teacher's droning on about can't be that important. Good of you to finally join us. Suddenly notice the not-so-subtle chattering of students has stopped. Looks like a girl was late to class and this has occupied their entire attention span. Take a seat, we're just continuing our work from yesterday. Man, you were really just behind the curve today, aren't you, Yuri? The girl almost instinctively moves to the desk I'm sitting at, stopping as she notices me. She then turns away, moving to a single desk by herself. She quickly sets her bag down and pulls out 2 books. One appears to be the textbook we're working through, and the other, she's writing in it, like I am. The teacher drones on, but the girl isn't listening. She's just writing in her... Stop! This is getting creepy. Besides, I can't spend all day pondering over some random girl. I do my best to ignore her. Despite this, I can't help but peer in her direction every few minutes. Yes, we as humans are naturally curious beings, especially when we meet someone who seems just like us. How do you think I got here with Monica? What the hell is wrong with me? I think I'm getting sick. The rest of class was fairly boring. At the very least, I managed to get some writing done. A lot of writing that I'll just end up throwing away. Why? Your love poem didn't sound good? Very tall and annoying boy steps towards me, giggling to himself over his joke. Can I help you? You know what? I reckon you can. He seems to size me up for a minute before smiling to himself. I simply sit and watch him. Yep, let's see what our boy does here. He grows impatient and speaks up. Were you expecting a response, mate? Look, you're new here. You don't really have many friends. Really? I hadn't noticed. Haha, my man. It seems to annoy him, but his fake smile stays plastered to his face. His expression says otherwise. Look, the boys and I are planning to have a party after school today. Why don't you come along? Get to know some of the guys. Suddenly his tone drops and his voice takes on a weird pitch. It'll be a blast. Won't it, Wally? The boy suddenly pulls a smaller boy by the shoulder to stand next to him. What? Oh, you again. I remembered you from the festival. Our friend here is going to have lots of fun tonight. Right, Wallace? He looks at me with a confused expression before turning back to his friend. Nick, what are you... Nick suddenly squeezes the boy's shoulder, subtly signaling something to him. Yeah, for sure. As if he had never lost it, Nick's friend's smile suddenly resurfaces. So what do you say, buddy? Want to come along? I imagine he has some sort of initiation prank that all new students have to go through. If he didn't, there's not a chance in hell I would trust what he says. Neither would I, mate. Just ignore this prick. I'd rather not. A flick of anger throughout his eyes, disappearing just as soon as it appeared. That's alright, I get it. You're a busy guy. Indeed, I have a lot of things to do. Like... literally anything else. My boy! Oh my god, that is beautiful. And yes, Monica is amused. Monica is amused by this. And we are shifting perspectives, I guess. After school. I'm getting extremely nervous. Natsuki's pacing doesn't help either. Can you please stop? I'm trying to read. Fine, sorry. She takes a seat next to me. We haven't seen you all mod. So this is your first appearance. She then starts tapping her finger on the desk. Closing my book, I turn my chair to face her. What's bothering you? This new guy Sayori's bringing in. I don't like him. Natsuki, you've never even met him. I don't need to. You heard what Sayori said yesterday. I did, and I'm willing to give him a chance. Really? You're not anxious at all? As soon as she mentions it, my heart rate begins to increase. No, it'll be fine. Natsuki's look tells me she's not buying it. Yeah, you don't say. Natsuki, as I've learned, is not so easily trusting. She's like Monica in that way. It's okay to feel nervous. I'm not nervous, Natsuki. It's just... I don't know. Just have a bad feeling about it all. See? I'm not the only crazy one here. Oh, stop it, Nat. They pretend to slap Natsuki across the shoulder. Look, when he comes in, I'll do the talking, okay? You can join in if you want. A gentle smile finds its way onto my face. Thank you, I'd appreciate that. Carefully reopen my book and continue reading. That's new. I'm sorry? That book. I haven't seen you read that one before. Oh, it's one of my dad's. I decided to reread it. So you've read it before? Well, not quite. Dad used to read it to me. Every night before bed, he'd slowly tuck me in, then pull out this book. He'd give all the characters different silly voices and sing out all the songs.
Used to drive Mom insane, but I loved it. I suddenly feel Natsuki's hand on my shoulder. The tint just shifted. She has a very concerned look on her face. What's happening? Oh, sorry for rambling it. Are you okay, Yuri? Fine. Why do you ask? Well, it's just... Yeah, it seems like she's trying to be delicate about this. I've definitely liked this when handling delicate situations like this. Especially if it's over text, because, you know, when you hit send, you only have one chance to, get it right. So you gotta choose your words very carefully here. You haven't talked about your dad since we were kids. And even then, you weren't smiling when you did. Thank you, Natsuki. I guess I just didn't want his memory to be a bad one anymore. I get that. Do you mind if I... Natsuki reaches for the book, but I pull it out of instinct, protectively. I'm not gonna damage it, dummy. I know how much it means to you. Alright. She gently takes it in her hands, flipping through the pages. Every part of me wants to steal it back, but I restrain myself. I think she's just curious what the book is even about. So she comes to the opening page with my dad's note. She spends a minute or two reading it. Yuri, Oh, what are you two up to? Well, hello, you. Yuri's trying to get me to read her stupid novels again. Oh, good way to play it off, Natsuki. Good way to play it off. I like that. Quickly, Natsuki slides the book back to me. Any luck this time? Not a chance. Natsuki. Sadly, before mouthing the word sorry in my direction. She's covering for you, man. I don't, Something tells me Yuri doesn't want Monika finding out. So Natsuki was doing that to cover for Yuri. That's what it seems like to me, anyway. Oh well, I should probably get ready. Sarah should be here with the new member any minute now. As Monika walks off, Natsuki leans closely towards me, whispering, Sorry, I didn't know you were ready to talk about this with Monika yet. About your dad and all. I feel a little... Yep, like I said, she was covering for you. I knew it. Still feel vulnerable. I poured my soul out to her, only for it to be crushed moments later. Oh, that's not Natsuki's fault. She was trying to help. I didn't damage it, did I? No, it's fine. I can tell Natsuki feels genuinely guilty about what she did. Sayori just walked in. She seems slightly disappointed. Something tells me she wasn't able to find me anywhere. Natsuki and Monika quickly walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Hey. Where's the new guy? Not coming. He said he wasn't interested. Oh, I'm sorry, Sayori. Oh, so now he's too good for us? Oh, classic Natsuki right here. Classic tsundere. Natsuki. No! He's meant to be Sayori's friend and he just bails on her? Natsuki, it's... We go to all this effort of preparing for a new member and he's just... Ah, Sayori. There you are. So yeah, earlier when I said he was planning to surprise her, I totally called it. I'm guessing this is the literature club? And I guess we're shifting perspectives again.
Final class. Science. Wait. Are we going back in time to before he came to the club, or are we just skipping over when he joins the club? Because, dude, that is garbage if that's what you're doing, man.
Ben? Ben!
Yeah? Were you even paying attention? I think Monica's thinking, no, he was too busy nodding off, Sayori. When Sayori found out we were in the same science class, she was over the moon. Mostly because she thought she could just copy my work. Not at all. She was very disappointed. Oh, come on! Where else am I supposed to get the answers? Oh, I don't know. The teacher, your notes, your book, maybe your own brain. Oh my god. If you just paid attention, you would know the answers.
But you never pay attention and you're so smart.
I stare at Sarah with a disbelieving look. Who has taught you these lies? I say this jokingly, but Sarah doesn't laugh.
They're not lies, Ben. You are really smart, you know. You taught me so much when we were kids.
I don't know. I don't feel like anyone has the right to be called smart. There's just so much about life that nobody knows. So funny.
Nothing. You just sound like one of the girls in my club. Are you sure you won't come just to check it out? It's just on the 3rd floor by the...
No thanks, Sari. I have a plan for the whole club situation, remember?
You never told me what it was, though.
I'm not going to join a club.
But Ben, you need to...
I have it sorted, Sayori. Thanks, but I'm just not interested in joining any clubs.
Okay. See you around.
She quickly exits the room. I'll make it up to her eventually. Just not right now. I pack my stuff away. Books, pencils, homework. Oh, come on. Sari forgot to take her homework. Yeah, forgot. Monica just winked at me. She's like, yeah, forgot. Wink, wink. I consider just going home and forgetting about it. That's great, Ben. Think of even more ways to be a shitty friend. What did she say? Club was on the 3rd floor? I swear, Sayori, if you planned this, I guess it's time to meet the literature club. Yeah. Sayori may be kind of an airhead, but she is devious like that. It wasn't hard to find them. 3rd floor has only one other club, and they're pretty much always out. So I stand outside the clubroom door. I can hear the sounds of arguing from inside. A nice group, eh, Sayori? Take a few deep breaths. I always find myself getting nervous whenever I meet new people. Well, because you don't know how it's gonna go. Place a hand on the doorknob, noticing my hand is lightly shaking. Get a hold of yourself. Just ordinary high school students. And Monica's just looking off like, yeah, ordinary. As if they're anything but. So we've been going for almost 50 minutes? Alright, we'll keep going for a while. You talk to Sayori's friends, you can talk to her club. Ah, Sayori, there you are. I'm guessing this is the literature club?
Ben! What are you...
You forgot your homework in class.
So I did. Ben? Wow, it's been a while.
Indeed it has. Okay. So, just like in the standard game, we apparently have a past history with Monica. I wonder if it's the same as the base game or if it's different. Because that'll be interesting if it is. If it is different. I cannot remember this person's name for the life of me. So yeah, I'm guessing it's got to be the same as the base game. Because in the base game, it stated they had like one class together. Started with M, I think. Madison? Melanie? What was it? 6 months ago? Not quite sure. It was a long time ago. Madeline, May, Marcelin? Ben? Monica? You two know each other? Well, we did help move you here, Sayori. Monica! As I recall, Monica and I were the ones doing all the heavy lifting. Yeah, sounds about right. I was tired. Yeah, sure. Monica continues to tease Sarah as I place her homework on the desk and look around the room. The room is mostly empty, apart from 3 or 4 girls that make up the club's members. A mysterious-looking girl is sitting in the... Are you done? A short girl stands defiantly in front of me, her angry face looking up at me. I said, are you done? You gave Sayori her homework. You can go now. Ah, so you're that type, huh? What's your name? What? Gotcha. Well, what? Well, what? I know Sarah would prefer to talk for a while, so I'm gonna stick around for a few minutes. This mod has a sense of humor, dude. This gets an award. That is the first award-worthy moment of this mod, dude. This gets an award right here. Oh my god, that is great. Oh, Ben, I see you've met Natsuki already. Sayori, get your dumb boyfriend out of here. Ben's not my... Well, he's not... Great, she made Sayori uncomfortable. Watch it, short stack. Natsuki seems to grow absolutely livid. This is gonna be fun. Do you want to get punched? Want to get punched back? Okay, guys, let's calm down now. Ben, why don't you come meet our last member, Yuri? Monica gestures over to the mysterious-looking girl. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen her somewhere. A long time ago. Because you have, mate. Yuri quickly shies away as soon as I look at her. She can be a bit shy. It's best to just give her time. Jesus. Thank God I didn't join this club. No idea why Sayori is friends with these people. Wow. Very blunt person. Very blunt. Man. Except for maybe Monica. Sarah seems to be the only normal person here. Man, that's really saying something. The others seem to be talking to each other, so I take the chance to quickly slip out of the room. At least I won't ever have to do that again. And you have that amused look in your eyes again, like, yeah, we'll see about that. Well, at least now we know what he thinks about the club. And now we're back in Yuri's perspective from when he walked in. Sarah quickly runs over to the door. Ben, what are you? You forgot your homework in class. Okay, I'm probably not going to read all the same dialogue again, just for the sake of time. Ben. So this is Ben. I feel something special about him, like a distinctive zen-like aura surrounding him. He's calm and speaks quietly. Instinctively, I have to lean in when he talks,
but his voice has a deep timbre to it. Despite how softly he talks, you can hear him clearly.
I wish I was like that, dude. It probably sounds different over the mic here, but I've always been told that I'm too loud, even when I think that I'm not. I've never been good at gauging my own voice, I guess. So, yeah.
His eyes seem almost ethereal.
Yeah. As Avenged Sevenfold would say, crystal blue disguise.
As if he can look into your soul, tell exactly what you're thinking just by looking at you. He's looking at me. Was I staring again? I quickly hide my face back into my book.
And yeah, Monica is amused again.
Anything that can make Yuri self-conscious will make Yuri self-conscious. I thought Natsuki was going to cover me? I quickly look around for her. Seems Monica and Sayori are talking to her about something. Then, just left. The other seemed to notice the sound of the door closing behind him. Did Ben just leave? He does that. Ben doesn't really like saying goodbye. That's a bit odd. It's not odd. He's just different.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Sayori. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Whatever. He looked and he gave me chills. Like, does he know what he like?
Ugh. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there.
Like, he does know what a smile is, right?
Do you know what a smile is, Natsuki? Because I don't think you were going to see one the way you were talking to him. You know, just a thought.
He was a bit cold, wasn't he? He used to smile a lot more when I first met him.
Can we see a flashback of that, please? I would love to see that.
Look, guys, just give him a chance. I promise he's not always so grim. I don't know, Sayori. I don't like him. He's weird and just looks way too serious.
He does have a very intense look to him. That's probably by design.
Serious? I didn't think so. If anything, to me, he looked upset.
Still with us, Yuri?
Sorry, Monica. What were you saying? We wanted to know what you think of Ben. Well, what do I think of him? I barely heard him speak. The only time he even noticed me was when I was staring at him. But he's friends with Sayori, right? Monica seems to like him. He must be pretty special in that case. But I also get a familiar feeling from him. Like I know him. Or like I've met him before. I think he seems interesting. Seriously? What is it? Oh, Natsuki's just upset because someone finally put her in her place.
Oh man, that is great.
Yeah, she looked terrified at one point. Scared of finally getting hit back, Natsuki.
Yeah, my mate here does look like the kind of guy that you would not want to mess with, so I don't blame anybody for not wanting to mess with that dude.
She was... Actually, Natsuki was trying to help me. She knows how nervous I get around new people, so she agreed to take the attention off me while Ben was here.
Everyone just stares at me. I don't think they expected me to speak. Yeah, let alone say that.
Sorry. It's okay, Yuri. Natsuki must be a really good friend. Speaking to Ben even when she's scared of him.
Sure you weren't scared, Natsuki. Sure you weren't scared. Sarah goes to tease Natsuki again, but thinks better of it. Yeah, leave that to Monica. That's her job.
Look, I'm just saying, we don't need some tsundere tough guy hanging around in the club.
Really now, do we, Natsuki? 'Cause I think I'm looking at one right now. I love the irony there. There's a long silence.
Would you all excuse me? I need to use the restroom. Sure thing, go ahead. Thank you.
I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say one of two scenarios was gonna play out here. Either she was gonna go do that, or she was gonna go look for Ben. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is great.
To have one, just to calm down. Then I can go home.
Pulling out the blade, I walk into the closest stall, locking the door behind me. Just once. My sleeve. God, this stuff makes me so uncomfortable, man. Ugh. Seeing people willingly do this to themselves, even just through text. Ugh. I really just don't like the sight of it. Oh. Just one. Yeah, you always say just one more. Oh, don't make me do this, man. Oh. Oh no. You better not get found out. Oh no.
Yeah, just busy. Right, the girls are heading out now. Just wait outside. I'll be there in a minute. Nah, they probably left already. I'll just wait here.
Natsuki take a seat against the far wall.
I wanted to ask you something anyway.
I quickly rolling, sleeve tightening it to put pressure on the cuts.
Oh?
Natsuki takes a moment before she speaks.
All that stuff you said about your dad, all those nice things, did he really do all that for you?
I briefly pause at Natsuki's question.
Well, it's okay if you don't want to say. I know it's hard to talk about.
Pulling out some cloth from my pocket, I begin wiping traces of blood off the knife.
No, it's alright. So did he?
Blood soaks through my sleeve.
Shoot! Yuri? Yes, he did. That and more. I really couldn't have asked for a better father.
Natsuki stops talking for a moment, trapped in her own thoughts. Taking advantage of her distraction, I try to clean up a few drops of blood that had fallen to the floor.
What if he had changed? What if he became a different person after a few years? Like, I don't know. What if he became someone who didn't care about you? Someone who didn't take care of you? Would you still love him? Natsuki, are you... Sorry, that's not a fair question. Natsuki, you don't need to love your family if they don't show you some love in return. Really? Really? You deserve someone who cares about you and sees the truly amazing person that you are. Thanks, you always know just what to say. I wish I could solve my problems as easily as you. I looked down at the knife in my hand, its crimson-stained blade staring back at me mockingly. Thanks.
Dried blood off my hand, suddenly remembering one of Natsuki's earlier words.
Called me you in a long time, Nat. I was hoping you'd remember. Why did I ever stop calling you that? Maybe I asked you to stop only 1,000 times. Oh, shut up. You loved it. Take a second to remember those old times. Remember the day I gave you that name? What do you mean, gave it? As I recall, you could only manage to say the first half of my name. I was 4! Spent the day fighting off about 5 kids twice your size. Of course I did. They were being mean to you. Natsuki, you didn't have to do that. No, she didn't, but she did it anyway. And that's what a good friend does. They don't have to do something, but they do it anyway. Because they care. You didn't have to walk me home for 5 miles just because I got hurt. But look what happened. Yep, that's what true friends do. They look after each other. You want to maybe do that again? What, carry you for 3 hours? No, dummy. I meant walk home together. I don't know, Nat. Our houses are pretty far from each other. Just gives us more time to talk. Apparently, Monica thinks this is really wholesome. I lightly smile. Suppose it does. Oh, why not? Let's do it. Wait, really? Sure, we can start tomorrow. Now, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, right, sorry. I'll give you some privacy. See you tomorrow. See you then. Bang my head against the stall door. What has my life turned into? I should get going too. Quickly stuffing the knife in my inner pocket, I exit the stall. And Monica is amusingly looking off, like, I hope you cleaned up after yourself, Yuri. And back to our boy here. What's happening right now? Cover up the entrance of my hiding place, listening to see if anyone followed me. I slam my eyes shut as I hear footsteps on the other side of the bush. Slowly I open my eyes. I think I'm okay. Boys talking nearby. They sound angry. Fuck did that bitch run off to? Sounded like father. Boy responds. I recognize his voice. Someone always looks sorry when everyone picks on me. Give him a break, will ya? Kid's only 6. He's probably scared out of his mind. Do I give a shit? Just find him. Freak has to be here somewhere. Hey guys, guess what I found? It's instantly clenched up. How could they have found me? Wait, who's this? You know where that little shit is, girlie? Don't talk much, do ya? It's alright, I got this. Hey, give it back! Look, the freak actually spoke for once. Freak? That's what they always call me. Poor girl. They're alone if I wasn't so scared. Hadn't been hiding. To where she's being bullied. The 3 are surrounding her. She's crying. Can't do this to her anymore. She's hurting because of me. I'm to face them. Hey, stop it! Only the tall one turns to look at me. The other 2 are busy with the girl. Run off, weirdo. You got a free pass today. She's still crying. I can't leave her. My father, just hurting people. Someone to help me. On the verge of crying. Can't leave her. Won't let you hurt her anymore. Shakily peering back at me. Can you hear me? You don't have to cry anymore. I'll keep you safe. Slowly turn around to face me.
Coughing a little bit. He bleeds so much more. Well, I guess as they always say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. My God. These boys are nothing. Kid can take a beating. No, usually he just lays there. He's never done this before. At the crying girl. What's your name? Is he ignoring us? Yeah, you don't give them power, man. Blue Eye once again struggles to meet me, but the girl still manages to mumble something. Sayori. Smile as brightly as I can manage. Well, Sayori. Told you, you don't have to cry anymore. Alright, enough hero talk, kid. Come get your ass beat. Best to stay calm. Just remember what father taught me. I can win. Kick ready as the boys slowly close in. We're home. Quickly walk into the house, placing my school bag on the table. And on the phone with someone. Understand, thank you. Part of the day, getting to talk to Mom. She had a good day at school today. Don't say that very often. Normally it makes Mom smile. Today she just looks at me, disappointed. Guess who was on the phone, Ben? It was my boss. The head nurse? Yes, and you know what she just told me? 3 kids from your school were just admitted to the hospital. All of them claimed that you were responsible. Well, yeah, because they're little shitheads. And the way the system works, it works very much in their favor. They can just claim innocence because nobody was around to see what they were doing to deserve their comeuppance. Do you have anything to say for yourself? It's never mean to me. I don't think I like it. Well, just explain yourself, man. Bullying this little girl. I was trying to help her. It's very kind of you, but you could have talked them out of it. What you don't understand is that talking can't solve everything. Sometimes people need to learn that there are consequences for their actions. Hard. Physical consequences. Can't just go around injuring everyone you don't like. He was doing that not because he wanted to, but because he felt he needed to. There's a difference. He's off on the boy. Father, probably hearing Mom's raised voice, walks in, saying a hand on my shoulder. Beat 3 kids twice his size. He's down towards me, squeezing my shoulder gently. You did well today, boy. You did well. Yes. Damn straight. Whatever they did, they had it coming. If anything, them 3 are the ones who need talking to. Thank you. Pounces up from the table, pointing a finger at Father. Don't you dare encourage him. Is this what you want from our son? Immediately my smile fades as I struggle to meet Mom's gaze. No, the father wants his boy to be able to stand up for himself, and he's proven that today. Not exactly. He has too many bruises for my liking. You can't expect too much from him. He's only 6 after all. I can't expect too much? Expect from our son is that he acts politely and stays happy. Made that impossible for him. His training is important. No, his happiness is important. Why not both? I think both are just as equally important. It's important to be happy with what you do in life, and it's important to be able to stand up for yourself. Both of those are very important life skills. And I think that second one is lost on a lot of society today.
All you're doing is turning him into some sort of psycho. Ah! Father just...
Don't ever talk back to me again. Man. You could have at least explained what the purpose is, man. Come on, boy. You still have training to do. My body is frozen. Mom just stands there, crying in her hands as a big red mark appears on her face. Mom. Get away from me.
I don't understand. I just wanted to help that little girl. I wanted to make my mom cry.
My eyes suddenly shoot open. My goodness, man. All I'll say is, it may have upset Mother, but you did the right thing that day. At least if you ask me. I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to fault you for what you did there, man. Ugh. I feel sick. Wiping the sleep from my eyes, I notice something. Wet feeling sliding down my face. A tear? Man up, I'm not a child anymore. Can't spend all my life crying about my past. Throwing my covers off, I begin to get ready for school. Whew! That was a hell of a flashback, man. But that was one I really enjoyed. Students fly out of the building, running to their respective clubs. I stand by the door, waiting for the crowd to thin out. I do not intend to wade through hordes of sweaty teenagers. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
What are you doing? Just let me see.
Far corner, a small group of students seem to be talking by the water fountain. Except they've surrounded another student. Purple-haired girl. Oh no. Sarah's friend Yuri, I think. I grew shy just by looking at her. There's no way she'll get out of there on her own. I can't get involved. It's not my business. And Monica's looking off amused, like, sure, you're not going to get involved. Yeah, sure you're not. With the horde of students finally gone, I begin walking out of the school.
Give that back!
Look, the freak actually spoke for once. And Monica just gave me a wink, like, oh, fuck you. I quickly walk over to that small group. Oh yeah, that just set him off. Approaches me, stepping in between me and the rest of the group.
Hey there, handsome. Must be.
I gripped her shoulder, pushing her aside and easily approaching the boy.
Get away from me, now.
Till you start talking to me, baby girl. Neck, picking his feet off the ground. Hey, the hell are you? Suddenly jerk his arm behind his back, gripping it in a pressure lock. Hell are you doing? I speak quietly into his ear with words sharp enough to draw blood. She doesn't want to talk to you. Look, dude, this is none of your fucking business. I'm stiff. Fuck! I dare you to say that again. Nick's two friends walk over nervously.
We were just...
I glare at her, still holding Nick's possibly broken arm in my hands. Just what? Nothing! Throw Nick to the ground, letting his two friends shakily help him away. They may try to get me in trouble for this, but I'm prepared to deal with that. Yep, you're doing the right thing, man. Besides, someone was in trouble. Turned to face Yuri, defensively laying against the fountain, tears streaming down her face. What The hell do I even say to her? You're from the literature club, right? Here, let me help you. Extend my arm out to help her up. She just looks on, staring into nothingness. Those idiots may have hurt her worse than I thought. You alright? Yes. She timidly takes my hand as I help her up. Let's get you to the club. The others are probably worried about you. Yes, just one moment. She moves over to the fountain, wiping tears from her face. Only for more to start streaming down. Jeez. Suddenly it just hit me. Do they still have her book? Is that what she's upset about? I carefully turn another page of Dad's book. Should get a free session on Wednesday, so I'd like to spend it in a quiet place like this, just reading. Though reading these days has a secondary motive. I've been getting increasingly stressed recently. Talk with my mother, meeting Ben, discovering that he wasn't the one. Reading allows me to escape from all that, from everything. That's what games are for me, dude. Escapism. But that's not important right now. Just read. That's all I need to do. Who are you talking to? Oh, you again. Seen him around before. I think Nick is his name. Just thinking to myself. You know, they say that's a sign of being crazy. You are not funny, man. Sure they do. I'm trying to walk past him. If you'll excuse me. Where you going, Yuri? Don't be so rude to Nick. He just wants to talk. Try to move past, but they block off any way to escape. Back, causing me to crash into the side of the fountain. What book are you reading? Chest, trying to cover it as much as I can. Please, leave me alone. Just trying to get to know you. Let me see the book. Well, you're not doing a very good job, buddy. And whoever these two are, they make me want to punch them in the face. Then trying to tear the book out of my hands. What are you doing? Just let me see. Almost tearing it apart in the process. It's my father's. Give that back. Look, the freak actually spoke for once. It's like the book is the problem. Really? Well, in that case, it's the book over his shoulder. Straight into the saturating water of the fountain. Yep. Can I punch you? Dude. Can I punch you? No. Another handle of my pocket blade. Get away from me. Now! Not until you start talking to me, baby girl. Thinking, I slowly begin to pull the knife out. Suddenly rockets around the boy's neck, forcing him to the ground. Nick's arm is quickly wrapped around his back as he struggles to speak. Hell are you doing? Frigid and cold as an Arctic storm. She doesn't want to talk to you. Notice I quickly stuffed the knife back in its pocket. Thinking, drawing a knife in school, I could have hurt someone. His two friends walk over nervously. Look, man, we were just... Lewis at her with an intense look, his gaze colder than death. Than death itself. I agree. That stare, man. That stare embodies the phrase. That stare embodies the phrase, if looks could kill. God damn. They nailed that. They fucking nailed that, man. Just what? Threat in his tone was clear, setting the three students in a state of frozen fear. Yeah, they never expect anybody to actually stand up to them.
Nothing.
Drops the boy to the ground, allowing the group to get away. Turns back his back to them, walking over to me. You're from the literature club, right? His voice is soft and reassuring. Slowly he extends his arm out towards me. Here, let me help you. Yep. Hey! This is that same CG we saw earlier. When it was all grayed out and stuff. Dude! Man. It saddens me that this mod is discontinued, man, because, man, the production value really shows. There really is a lot of work that went into this. The effort shines through, man. Why is it always the projects like this that never get seen all the way through? Ah, it bites, man. My eyes suddenly locking onto Ben's like a lifeline, unwilling to break away.
What is this? Did I just find him?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, also Pentagons. Monica really likes this.
The one.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Shaking my hand. Shakily, I reach my hand out to grasp his. Free touch for him to lift me up. Contact sends an electric feeling up my arm. Let's get you to the club. The others are already. Those will be worrying about you.
Yes. Club. There's something else. Just one moment. I
Peer down into the fountain, confirming my fears.
Dad's book.
Catching my throat as I try to fight back the oncoming flood of tears. Well, like I said earlier in the episode, I kind of thought it was a bad idea for you to bring it to school given the situation you're in. And this is exactly why I said that. Because something just told me, if those pricks ever got a hold of it, that they would do something like this with it. Or keep it hostage from you. Or something else stupid like that. I know these types of people. I'm in the cold water. I pull out his old book, now completely drenched. Sifting through the ruined pages as they slowly tear and fall apart before my eyes. That hurts, man. Precious memory, right down the shitter. Sending ripples throughout the pool of water as they drop. Look to my chest, barely uttering a few words in a low whimper. Dad, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't hate me. Please. Grabs hold of my shoulder. I tense up, inhaling in shock. It's just me. No need to fear. I'm sorry. Sends a shiver down my spine. His calm voice is somewhat reassuring. You gonna be alright? I don't think so. I don't want Ben to see me like this. Especially after what he's just done for me. Yes, I should be fine. Judging by the look on his face, he doesn't believe her. He's seen this all before. Let's go then. Walks off, heading in the direction of the club room. Follow a few paces behind him. The question is, what's she gonna do with the book? Ben hasn't spoken a word since we left. Makes me anxious. I'm trying to think of something to say, but I risk breaking down in front of him. Yeah, sometimes it's best not to just not say anything. I mean, Ben seems like a nice guy, but I hardly know him.
I don't want to say or do something that I'll regret. Still, I can't shake this feeling. Like I know him. I've seen him somewhere before. A long time ago. Well, it's probably nothing. If I talk about it, he'll probably just find it weird. As much as I want to talk to him, he better...
It's Yuri, right?
Yes, that's correct.
He stops walking for a moment, staring out the window with a thoughtful look on his face. I'd love to know what's going through his head right now. Me too, man. Maybe he's thinking the same thing. I'm not sure, though. I try to ask him, but my throat dries up, my anxiety forcing me into silence. Well, Yuri, have we met before?
So he feels something too. I thought so too. Perhaps we've just seen each other around school?
Yeah, that's probably it. The look on his face tells me that's not quite it. That, like Yuri's thinking, it was a long time ago. Long ago in the past. The tone of his voice indicates that he doesn't think so. Yep, I'm good at reading people, man. He begins walking again as I run up to walk at his side. Heart pounds being this close to him.
It feels weird. I've always been anxious around unfamiliar people, but this is different. I've never become more nervous, but something keeps drawing me closer to him. I clutch my now soaked book closer to my chest, trying to calm myself down.
That book, it's important to you, isn't it?
It was my father's. We used to read it together.
Swaddled up to cover, I feel a conflict of sadness and nostalgia.
The book itself is special. I think it's more the memories it has. That's why it means so much to me.
I get what you mean. Reading a book with someone. It's like sharing an adventure with them. Yep, just like me and Monty are doing right now here. We've been spending every day with each other for almost a year now. And man, what a hell of a ride it has been. A way for the two of you to bond, to experience things you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Exactly.
Exactly. Finally, someone who understands. The others seem to think that reading together with someone is just weird.
Oh no. Staring at me with an expression I can't really read. Yeah, he just has kind of a blank look on his face. He has a good poker face.
Sorry.
What for?
Talking far too much. I know it can get really annoying when I do that.
Yuri, the only thing I found annoying was that you stopped just as it was getting interesting.
Does he really mean that?
Does his amusement say otherwise, Yuri? Did he ask you to stop? You have a really terrible sense of timing. He then walks off, attempting to hide the smirk on his face.
Did Ben just tease me? Excuse me?
He seeks to catch up with him. You're the one who saved me only after those bullies destroyed my book. Oh? So you wanted me to wait a little bit longer? Let you handle it?
Well, no.
We both stop talking, pausing to gaze at each other. That small smile returns to his face. I wish he would do that more often. It's kind of cute. Before I can stop myself, I begin fiddling with my hair, gazing into his eyes. Nervous tick.
You know, I never did thank you for that.
Don't mention it. This is the door to your club room, right?
Yes, that's the one. What am I doing? That wasn't like me. It's like someone else took over. Felt good. I mean, I was about to talk to Ben. I was able to talk to Ben.
Coming?
Yes, sorry. Natsuki, did you find... Wah! Ben! Yuri! There you are! We were getting worried!
Sari's eyes shoot open as she sees the book in my hands.
Yuri, what happened?
Follow her gaze down, the memories begin flooding back into my mind. The final memory of my father, a broken mess in my grasp. Also, I couldn't tell, but yeah, the screen is slowly dimming. My heart is pounding against my chest in a broken rhythm as I fall to my knees. Man, that book really did mean a lot to her. My condolences, man. This is why people suck, dude. The one thing he trusted me to keep safe. I should have done something. Why couldn't I do anything? My only question is, why did you bring it with you in the first place? Knowing what you get yourself into. Why couldn't I act? Why? Gentle squeezing of my shoulder brings me back to the present. Ben's kneeling in front of me, speaking in his soft, reassuring tone. Yuri, are you alright? Almost moving of its own accord, my head turns to face him. Just look at me. You're gonna be okay. As my eyes once again lock with his, the dark thoughts begin to slip from my mind.
I should be sad. I should be upset. I can't help the phenomenal feeling I get when he looks at me.
All I want to do right now is run into his arms, but I resist the urge. Why fight it? Why fight temptation? Just do it.
It's far too soon. Besides, there's no way Ben could feel that way about me.
Amusing.
Especially after how weak I was today.
I should have done something. I won't be weak anymore. It's only now that I notice Monica has been saying something. Yeah, sorry, he was a little distracted. What were you saying?
Yuri? Yes, I'm fine. Are you sure? Here, let me help you up.
Slowly, Monica extends her arm out to me.
No, I'm alright.
Putting on as brave a face as I can, I begin to stand up, turning to lock eyes with Ben.
See, I'm alright.
His shocked face freezes to me, her still outstretched arm. Monica's just like, what is going on with Yuri? Quickly, she regains her composure. Never let your lack of composure show.
Right, so you are.
Ben's expression is unreadable once again. Like I said, mate, he's got a good poker face. Begin to say something to him before the clubroom door flies open.
She's in here. Ben brought her in.
It's an extremely anxious look on her face. Quickly she runs over, dropping her bag to the floor.
God, Mary, where were you? Check your classroom and the library. Suki, I'm fine. Please. No, Yuri, it's not fine. You're never late to the club. We were worried sick about you. Ben just left with Monica.
Probably to inform her about what really happened here.
What did she tell him?
It's not what she told him, it's what he's going to tell her. That's what I think, anyway.
Yuri, listen to me! You just shut up for a moment! Wait, Natsuki!
Natsuki walks out without another word. Slowly pulling my legs towards me, I curl up into a ball, making myself as small as possible while trying to force back tears. Whew, man. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, Yuri, but whew. You are really stressed out or something. I think Yuri just wants to be alone right now. Yeah, I know you didn't mean it, but... Oh, man. I didn't mean it. A gentle hand slowly rubs my back.
She knows. Sayori? She knows you didn't mean it.
I really don't think so. Yeah, you never know with Natsuki.
Did she yell at you? No. Did she look mad at you? No, just shocked mostly. And sad. Go talk to her then. But, Sayori... No buts! Unless it's a big, beautiful one.
Okay. It's childish, yes, but Sayori never fails to make me smile. That's what she's good at. Bringing out the good in people.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you girls stay at my place tonight?
Like a sleepover?
Yeah, we can have dinner, watch a movie or two, actually have fun together instead of just talking about books all the time.
Yeah, not a bad idea, Sayori. Genius. Monica doesn't seem to agree, though. She finds that idea... how do I put it? Something tells me she doesn't agree. Also, how long have we been going for? 1 hour 42. Okay. I'll keep going for a little bit, because I don't want to stop yet, but I'm going to be looking for a jumping off point in the next 20 minutes or so.
Exactly. I'll get Monica, you get Natsuki. Sayori begins to rush out of the room before I can stop her. Wait, Sayori, will Ben be there? Ben? You like it's not like that. He did me a great favor today. The chance to properly thank him. I bet you would. Sayori! I'm just teasing. Ben lives next to me, so he might be able to come. I'll ask him.
Sayori once again begins to rush out of the room.
Now where's Monica? Sayori? What? Thank you. You're welcome, Yuri. Now go, before Natsuki leaves.
And Monica thinks this is really wholesome now.
Right, you are.
I lift myself up, grabbing Natsuki's bag as I make my way out. Doesn't take me long to find Natsuki. The sound of a toilet being flushed quickly gave it away. Yeah. I managed to catch her just as she leaves the bathroom. Tear stains on her sleeve.
Natsuki? What is it, Yuri? About earlier. Didn't mean what I said. I know it's no excuse, but I was going through a lot. I was very upset. I'm sorry I made you cry. Jeez, Yuri, can you not worry so much?
You can't ask Yuri to not do that.
wasn't crying. See, the Natsuki is probably insecure about that. It's okay, Natsuki. It's okay. The relationship Natsuki and Yuri have in this mod is so wholesome to watch. A lot of people imagine they get on quite differently based on what they see in like Act 2 and stuff, but no, like this is always how I like picture how Natsuki and Yuri act around each other. This is just, and Monica agrees, it's just really wholesome and lovable. A lot of people don't like to cry in front of others, myself included. Yeah, maybe seeing it as a sign of weakness. Oh, sorry. And can you stop saying sorry so much? It's getting really annoying. Had to catch yourself there. So, are you doing okay? Yuri, I'm fine. Just needed to get away for a moment. Yep, I know. I understand. Had a lot to deal with recently. I was hoping to get away from it all at the club. Yeah, the club is kind of her escape. That's how it works. And we saw how that turned out. So Natsuki's been having a difficult time too. With this mod, it's hard to say what. Once again, I was too caught up in my own problems to see my own friend right next to me calling for help. I don't think I can help her. That said, I can't leave her alone like this. Who knows how bad her problems really are. Well, just be there. Just be there if she needs somebody to talk to. That's about all you can do. Take a deep breath while mentally preparing myself. Here goes nothing. Would you feel better if we had a night out? Just the two of us? No. Sarah is having a club sleepover at her house. I was hoping you'd join us? Jeez, Yuri, I'd love to, but I really can't. I'm just not in the mood to be with people right now. Oh, I've never been to a sleepover before. I was hoping Natsuki would be there to help me out. Please, Natsuki? Ben might be there. Yeah, not really in the mood to be with him, either. Oh. It's okay, Yuri. You all go have fun without me. Natsuki, there is no fun without you. Natsuki suddenly stops, a shocked look on her face. I don't think she expected you to say that. But it's true. Things just ain't the same without you, Pinky. Ugh, would it really mean that much to you? It would. Fine, let's go. Really? Really? Nah, thank you. Don't thank me yet. After Ben and I start fighting, you'll probably wish I stayed home. Natsuki, please. Ben really isn't that bad. I'm just making a joke, Yuri. Jeez. I know you are. Can we get going already? You want to go together? Did you forget what you said yesterday? Of course I do, you. That's kind of what we agreed on yesterday. Thank you. Oh, right. Natsuki heads toward the stairs, slightly more cheerful than she was before. Oh yeah, you did well, Yuri. You did well. Do you mind if we stop by my place first? Yeah, let's just go already. Yeah, talk about it on the way there. Right. I quicken my pace to catch up, handing her bag to her as I do. Thanks, Yuri. Thank you, Nat.
earlier. So, I'm thinking we save the sleepover for next time, guys. So, yeah, I am really enjoying this mod. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm really liking where it's going so far. Not much else to say, really. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.